Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Hudson. Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Alright, so, at the beginning of most episodes, I feel like there's gonna be some sort of, like, rehash, especially if there's been a break between me playing it. What's going on right now? Well, we're trying to clear out the water area. I'm a little bit nervous if I start pumping too much water into this, it's actually gonna break through this tile. It totally could and flood this area down here. That would not be good. Edibles. We have so much edibles. We have 444,000 edibles. What is that made up of? Mostly meal lice, which we should honestly try to turn into lice loaf rather. How is our oxygen doing? I think just fine. It says insufficient oxygen generation, but like I said, as long as we have good pressure buildup, I think we'll be okay. We kind of want to increase the pressure in this little area here and in this area here so that this pressure can actually push down on this carbon dioxide. Now, a lot of people are saying, you got too much carbon dioxide down there. You're gonna choke everybody out. Well, no. I mean, like, we're not using any of this part down here. Like, nobody spends a lot of time in there. They can come and go as they please. They'll be totally fine. Perhaps maybe I should start digging out this area to make more of a carbon dioxide cache so that, you know, I can put the algae terrariums down there and try to clear out this area. Because if the bathroom gets flooded with carbon dioxide, that's going to be bad. So what are we doing right now? We were trying to go over here into this zone, get all this algae, potentially mine some of the slime up, get the puffs ready. I thought there was more than one puffed, but I guess we only have one puffed for now. He sucks up the contaminated oxygen. I want to like make a big spot here where we can have a big pool of polluted water on the bottom, have him spitting out slime into that pool. It looks like it's been fixed, by the way. They are spitting out slime now. Because when the slime is under the water, it does not create polluted oxygen. That's what I meant to say. And have him just kind of keep spitting out slime and clearing this air up in here so that this will be breathable. At some point in time, we want to keep feeding him polluted oxygen. So like maybe it'd be good to have like maybe some containers of slime that we could put in there that would, keep feeding him. Maybe we could lure him to another area. I don't know. That area seems pretty good. We don't want that area to cool down, otherwise he will die, I do believe. He's very picky about his temperatures. I don't know how this ice formed over here, kind of entombed my battery. So yeah, that's kind of what we got going on. We were having some problems with our plumbing as well, and I think I have some sort of a small fix that I thought up. If I go ahead and actually, out of sandstone, please. Please do it out of sandstone. I think it reverts every single time I start the game up. Put that into there like that, and then, actually close off this if I can keep the overlay on. If I cut this right here, each thing will roughly be on its own little system so that the toilet can keep flushing through and the backup from the shower can't actually stop the toilet from coming into this clean water pipe up here. But, because if this gets too full, it's not that big of a deal at all. Too much clean water, that's what feeds these things. So if that's stock full, it's a good thing. If this is stock full on the bottom, that's what's gonna stop these things from running, is if we have too much polluted water in there. So I don't know how to handle the situation, like I said. I feel like if the shower is completely full with polluted water, it should be okay because this should be a 1-for-1, if it's like a traffic jam and all the cars are back to back, if every single car starts moving at 1 mile per hour, everybody will move kind of thing going on, but we'll see. I'm draining it apparently right now. Apparently that's what my goal was last time, and I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. Maybe I should have a water output valve over here that I could say, just slowly drain the water, so perhaps it'll start adding to the system as much as it takes away. I don't know. Because right now, if I kept this flowing, it would eventually drain all the water over here. Because they're not pooping enough to make up for this over here. So I'm not sure how to handle the situation. But like I said, I do kind of want to shut off all these things and get these tiles and get the liquid pipe fixed. So let's actually maybe do that right now, I guess. I don't want it to flood with contaminated water, but we gotta do what we gotta do. And you know what? I don't want that to be running anymore, I feel like. I don't know why I built that in the last one. I was trying to fix this whole thing here, but... Alright. Somebody get on it, please. Help me out. And then the slime, like I said, that's our next area. I thought there were some puffs in here. I thought that's why there was oxygen, breathable oxygen. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe there was a temperature difference and they died. Maybe that was a different map that I was on. Don't remember. All right, did somebody did do that already, okay. It did not leak the contaminated water, which is a good thing. So let's go to our plumbing, liquid pipe, and then fix it like that. That's what I would like to do, and I'd like to prioritize that to 9. It's very important. Please get on it now. See, now I just drained all the water because of this stupid liquid pipe. It literally took me like a second for the water to just be gone. It's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. We should have enough water to go ahead and keep the shower running and keep people pooping. I think you don't need very much water to do that, so we should still be okay. But like if you know, if push comes to shove, we can always connect the pipe here and fill it back in with water. You know, it's all set up to drain or fill whatever we need to. I don't like the micromanaging of it, really. But we do need to pay attention, because if everyone starts pooping themselves again, we're in trouble. Big time. Can everyone reach this over here? I don't know if everyone can reach this. I'm not sure what everyone else is doing. Guess they're more content clearing up this area than they are doing anything else, which is fine. Maybe we should just turn this into a ladder all the way down so they can reach everything. That's cool too, you know? We have far too much food right now. So much food, it's insane. But that's a good thing, like I said, because we won't have to cook for a while. Unless we want to turn those meal lice into lice loaves. Which, don't really know the benefit of. I think it was like an extra 500 food. But is that it? Is that all you get from that? I don't know. And you know what? They actually deconstructed the pipe here. That's actually smarter than deconstructing the vent every time. Deconstruct the pipe that leads to it. Much quicker. Absolutely. Good job, you guys. That was unintentional, but it worked. Alright, so what we have, what? 6 people. I'm pretty okay at 6. I don't want to go too far beyond 6 dupes. Because things are just going to be out of control at that point. I'm not up to par with my micromanaging skills to handle more than 6 right now. I feel like a manager right now of a company. And I gotta take care of all these guys. I'm worried. I'm new at this. I like how they eat the lice loaf, though, before they dump into the meal lice. It seems like they have some sort of priority there. At some point in time, you know, maybe we should actually, like, what if we dug this out down here and connected this area, like, all the way through this, so that this carbon dioxide wouldn't build up over here? Because I don't like that carbon dioxide building up. It's not good for me. Because that's eventually just going to start taking over the bathroom, and then they have to hold their breath every time they take a shower. Which, you know, should be a relaxing place. Check the plumbing. Is everything... Yeah, see, there's water ready. It's going to dump into this pipe here and keep the toilet full, which is good. And then any excess water can be used for the shower. If there's no excess water, sorry, guys. You don't need to shower. You really don't. So, in the future, if they need to shower, if that ends up being more important than I actually think it is, then we'll rethink our strategy a little bit. What is in our near future? Well, power generation. Power generation. I'm thinking over here, turning the slime into algae, having one of those algae slime farms, but I don't know how to deal with the heat because those things overheat like crazy. So if they were to come in here and refill those with slime, they're going to just burn to death. But to do that, those things take up a lot of power, so we're going to have to somehow get over here and start our hydrogen generation going. And if that's the case, if we're generating hydrogen, we might as well just be dipping into our water supply in order to be filling up this area with more hydrogen with our, what are they called? Electrolyzers. So like we have, like, it's like if you want to do this, you have to do this, but if you want this, then you have to do this, and if you want this, then you have to do this, and it like adds like 10 things onto the list, which is why I said looking too far into the future I think can get you into trouble. And what are you building the ladders out of? I hate you guys. You're building obsidian ladders, you pieces of poop. What are you doing? I mean, I love them, right? They're my friends, they're good, and it's my fault really, but having a default to obsidian ladders? Unnecessary. Definitely unnecessary. We also, like, need to, like, sweep this up. It's pretty messy in there. These guys are slobs. Alright, so we're still pooping. Okay. Good. Glad to see that. And they won't be taking too long of showers because they can't. Because they absolutely just cannot take too long of showers. Can't happen, won't happen. One of my worries I was saying before is that if they take too long of showers, you know, all these other tasks that I need them to get to, are taken up because they're doing something that they don't necessarily need to do. I don't know if there's anything to them being grimy. Probably they get sick more often, but I don't know. The only sickness I've been getting all the time has been diarrhea. And that's been pretty manageable. And scalding? Who's scalding? Lumi is scalding. Oh my god, it's hot. Light wounds. Lumi, get out of there. What are you researching right now? Temperature modulation. Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony, Lumi, just run. Just don't do that anymore. Let it cool off in there. I'm not sure how to handle that. It's like red. You can see like red bubbles. Sorry, Lumi. I'm sorry about that. You know what? You should just go rest for a little bit. Get those light wounds taken care of, because -3 athletics is pretty bad, right? Light wounds, athletics -3. Because like, what are his total athletics? 7. So it's, you know, half. His athletics just gone like that, so. Rest it up, dude. Walk it off. Walk it off, Lumi. Alright, let's get into this area. Do we have anybody on attack right now? Okay, because if they did, I think they would just automatically go over there and just start hacking away at his butthole. And that's, we don't want that. We do not want that. Puffs are friends, not food. Or punching bags. Let's see here. We have 8,700 algae, which is good. I'll just leave that open because that's probably our, that's the bottleneck here, is the algae. That's what's going to force us to go on to water power and hydrogen gas generators. That's kind of the, you know, that's the one thing that'll push us forward. But we're doing really, really well. And it just bumped up to 9,000. Why is that? Because we're mining over here? Okay, no, we're doing well. We're doing good. I like it. Is the water still pumping? The water's doing fine. It seems like water is actually going into the system. Cool. Nice. How's our decor? How's our vitals? Vitals are fantastic. Yeah, buddy. Oh my god, they chopped through that like nobody's business. Now let's go ahead and sweep all of that up as quickly as we can. You know what? Actually, ooh. How do we want to handle the situation with the slime? We don't want the slime to necessarily be brought into the base because it's going to just pump out contaminated oxygen. I just don't know about that. Let's maybe go ahead and we should probably just make a spot right now already for us to put those things in. I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing, but I'm doing it, so let's just try this. Let's try this like that. So chop into that, then we'll make a little spot for some storage compactors to hold the slime. Because really, you know, I said, like, do I want the slime to be underneath the water, or do I want it to be continuing to pump out polluted oxygen for this puff so he can keep spitting out more slime? I don't know what the answer is, man. But what we should definitely, absolutely do is take any algae. Take any algae and sweep that up. In fact, in order to make sure that we get the algae swept up, let's go ahead and make an algae container. I felt like I already had an algae container. Maybe I made that up. Just a one thing just for algae. So let's turn that all off. Organics, algae, and then prioritize that with 9. If there's any algae in the ground, I want you guys pumping it up like crazy. I want you guys grabbing that shit. How are our hatches doing? Hatches are still alive. Do these guys eat all their stuff? They ate all their stuff. So what I'm gonna do here is take the clay. I think. Say definitely give me some clay. Fertilizer, we have so much fertilizer here as well. How much clay do we have? 158, not very much at all. We can start putting dirt in here. What is the dirt, you know, used for? What's the dirt used for? I don't really know. Probably like planter boxes and stuff, but we have so much of it. And there's tons of water here on the floor. And it's not even contaminated. Where did that come from? I felt like that happened before, though. I felt like that happened before, where we just randomly had water all over the floor. I'm not exactly sure of it. Mop it up, please. They're gonna make a nasty face when they're mopping it up, but they're fine. They'll be okay. Okay, so now here's kind of a backfire. They're gonna put all the algae into this one container from all the other containers, and then fill it up. So they won't even be able to go over here and get the algae. Come on, guys. You're smarter than that. Come on, guys. Yeah, the water is just dripping. Is it condensing? Oh, you know what? Oh, okay. There's water up here. I think what we did is they probably went to grab ice. They probably grabbed a bunch of ice and then took it up here and it melted. I'm not sure where they got the ice from. I have sweep tasks over here, but like, why? What was I doing? What was I doing? What was this for? I don't know. This, now we can turn it off and say we don't want that anymore. It plops on the ground and they can go ahead and eat it up. Yeah, eat that dirt. You know, I'd rather have some more coal than dirt. That sounds like a good trade to me. And eventually, hopefully, we'll be able to get over here and make that happen. Food is good. We should sweep that food up, definitely. Put that in our refrigerated containers, man. Unrefrigerated. Unrefrigerated. Oh, why? Because it's 48 degrees down here. What? Look at our batteries. They're actually pumping enough heat down here that it's 100 degrees. Oh my god, I didn't even think that it could happen. Okay, then. Interesting. It's -1 degrees here. It's 90, it's 100 degrees here. That doesn't even make sense. I think we need to like open up this area. So it's just a, you know what, the wheezeworts, yeah, okay, there we go. Open up the area into the wheezeworts so that they can start taking that heat. They will take it from us, gladly. Let's open this biatch up. Come on, please. They're gonna freeze when they're next to that wheezewort, but hell, man. Do what you gotta do. And then we'll have gas permeable tiles, too. Alright, good deal. Now what? What are we doing? These guys are hacking away at this area over here. That's good. That's what we want. There's a new guy ready. Should we even take a look at it? Quick learner could be really good. Can't dig, though, and can't build. Wow, 7 strength, 7 learning. That's something else. 7 learning would make it so that they, yeah, research points per day, and plus 70% skill leveling. They would, like, level up like that. They're destructive, though. Well, Nicola, I don't know. I don't know about that. You can't dig and you can't build, so that kind of leaves you with what? I guess you could be another researcher. I guess you could be another researcher. Who do we have on researching right now? Lumi? Lumi's at 6. That guy that we would make is at 7. I think we're doing okay right now. I think we're doing okay. So let's just reject them all. I mean, that might be a huge mistake. I don't know. But we can afford to be the most picky people possible, right? Because if we don't need more than 6, then I'm fine. And I just don't even want to look. I don't want to look at that thing, and I don't want to hear that thing making noise. But that's like the best dupe I've ever seen in my entire life. Well, it doesn't matter because we don't need any dupes at all. All right, how are we doing? We're slowly hacking away at that. It seems like every single time they mine into a little bit of algae, they got to run it back. Is that necessarily what I wanted? No, not necessarily what I wanted to have happen, but at least, you know, we know that they're never going to, like, have some algae that drops into the polluted water, and they're going to have to go get it and stuff like that, so we're fine. We're fine. It's crazy, man. Half an hour is not that long in this game. Let's pump up the speed. I like how they're building all this stuff over here, even though this is a higher priority. It's because only one person can do this at a time. Building overheated. Which one? The batteries are overheated. That's blowing my mind, Nuggets. That's blowing my mind, Nuggets. I don't even know, man. Awaiting repair materials. Wow. Just wow. You know what? Turn one of these off. Turn one of the batteries off. We'll just use 2 batteries for right now. Try to lower the heat. Our ration boxes are totally not even close to being refrigerated. This is crazy talk. This is absolute crazy talk. And it's just gonna keep breaking. It's just gonna keep breaking. Turn it off, man. Disable it. It's the carbon dioxide that's flowing down here too that's kind of making a mess of this whole situation. Because I think the CO2 is hot. I think the CO2 is hot. It has like a low heat index or something like that. Whatever you want to call it. Probably making it worse. These wheezeworts do a really good job, though, of keeping it cool. Maybe even digging up the wheezeworts and trying to plant them up here might be a good idea to keep a barrier between the hot and the cold. But putting them right underneath our water supply might also be a bad thing. Trench stench, okay. So Tank finally got sick with trench stench, which means contracted by standing in a toxic area, duration 1.5 cycles. Pungent odor wafting out this duplicate is nauseating the peers. So I guess everyone else is going to be what? Yeah. Stress change plus 12% per cycle just because they smelled Tank. Is Tank... He doesn't care about the smell, though? Okay. That's weird. It affects everybody else, but not him. Our stress levels are fine, though. We're doing well. As soon as we crack into this lower area, more people can come up here and start helping out. Unrefrigerated food's back. Son of a bitch. I mean, shoot, darn. Gall darn tootins. Golly gee williker. Insufficient oxygen generation. Our oxygen's just fine so far. Still. Our algae terrarium is pumping away, doing it the best it can. Yeah, Tank is not feeling so good. Do you see him? He got like woozy there. He's like, oh, fucking baked, man. I'm baked off the polluted oxygen, man. It's getting into the system, man. That's what Tank sounds like, if you didn't know. I don't know myself, but I know. You know what I mean? You never know what you know until you know, you know? Alright. We have our plans. Our plans are set. Our toilet is working. The shower even has water. The shower's like ready to go. That's like good. It's like a good thing. See, there's more water in it now because before there was just enough to fill up the toilet and nothing else. So I think, yeah, it's good. It's good, man. This guy's just having a fucking heyday. He's like, oh, the polluted oxygen. The polluted oxygen, man. Oh my god. He sucks. Real hard. Let's go ahead and make one of those slime containers. Do we need the slime containers? Not really right now. Not just yet. I would like to mine out all this other junk though. Know what I mean? Do we want to mine, do we want to use this bridge while it's there in order to get all this algae on this side? Maybe. Possibly. But I'll probably just make a bridge across. Yeah, we'll just not worry about it. We won't worry about it. We'll do this one spot at a time so that, because if I just said mine the bridge, they'd probably walk over here and then they'd start mining the spot and then somebody else would start mining this bridge and then they'd be stuck over here and then they're just dumb. They're just a big stupid dumb. You know what, actually, just a fail safe, let's just build a bridge across right now and then tell them to dig it up. So even if they do get stuck, at least someone will build a bridge for them to get back. Because then I don't have to micromanage. Like I said, the less things you have to micromanage, the better it's gonna be for you. What are we grabbing obsidian for again? Are you making staircases out of obsidian again? No. Let's say tile, sandstone, ladder, sandstone. Everything sandstone, please. As much sandstone as possible. Our algae is just going up, man. Our algae is just doing great. Let's actually prioritize some of this so we can use our batteries. That won't take that long, you guys. Just get down there. It's more important than this is now. It's more important. Get over there. Look at this guy. He's like at my door. He's like, "What's up, man? You want some slime, man?" He's putting the slime right there. Okay, we will have to kind of step on that whole slime container. You little shit. You absolute shit. Start mining the rest of this stuff up. We should probably just break into this as well. As soon as we possibly can. Alright, so how is this working out? How is the temperature going on down here? It's still hot as fucking balls. Perhaps we should move the batteries closer to the wheezeworts. You know, I was kind of hoping to mine up these wheezeworts and plant them elsewhere, say in our slime machine. In our area with the slime machines, but yeesh, I don't know. Still 46 degrees down here. It's gotta be because of the CO2, right? But it's not like I can plant an algae farm down here and have it do well. 12 degrees. Yeah, see, these guys are frozen next to those wheezeworts. Chilly surroundings and light wounds. Oh my god. How many people have light wounds right now? He's got a sweep task on him. That doesn't even make sense. Somebody wants to sweep him up. Hear that, bastard? Someone wants to sweep you off your feet. Bed beyond reach. For whatever. No, you're fine. No, you're fine. Let me tell you how fine you are. If you drop down into that pit of doom... Okay, so see, now she's stuck. Now she's stuck because people are idiots. Come on. Come on, whatever. You're better than that. Now she can't breathe right now, and she's in a hot environment. Bed beyond reach. Now your bed is beyond reach. You know, it wasn't beyond reach until you started digging. You knew what was going to come of digging that stuff up, and yet you still did it. So maybe I'll just let you just sit there for a while and think about what you've done. Maybe that'd be the best idea. And it might honestly be. But somebody, seriously, help her out. Help her out, you guys. What are you guys doing? If you guys go to bed before you help her out, I'm gonna be extremely not okay with that. What are you guys doing? It's a 9 over here. Oh, they can't reach it. That's why. It's right here. That's what we needed. A tile right there. My bad. My bad, whatever. I'm sorry. No, I like you and stuff. Like, we're still cool and friends. Oh, God. You're stressed out. Rightfully so. I didn't see that. Totally, I take responsibility for that. Sorry. Sorry about it. You still gotta help her out though, you guys. Build the thing and then they just leave. Ah, no, she's fine. She'll figure it out. Thanks, Lumi. All right. So like I said, having the whole algae thing saying grab it immediately, it's making them so like every single time that they even put into one little algae spot, they have to take the algae back. They have to run all the way back, even though they could have mined even more. It's not the most efficient way I've ever seen them do. See, that was dumb too, because they can't reach that, can they? Doesn't matter. It's bedtime. Everything is going to hell. Oh, jeez. Let's go ahead and put slime in there. That'll be the only spot. That should be the only spot that accepts slime. I think everything else should have no slime on it. So, let's hope and pray. And then they can go ahead and sweep up this slime. This guy's killing me right now. He's hanging out in this area when I want him over here. But let's see here. 1,800 Gs of polluted oxygen here and 1,400 Gs of polluted oxygen here. That's why he's not over here. I'm gonna just call it a he. Puff. That's gonna be Mortimer. Mortimer the Puffed. He's fine. He's cool. I can't really rename him, but we'll know in our hearts. He is gonna hang out over here for now, wherever the most polluted oxygen is. The highest concentration. So that's why we don't want him hanging around the door, because the slime that he's shitting out is not good for me. But if we put all the slime over here, it should pump out enough polluted oxygen on this end. You know what, let's actually like prioritize that to like maybe like a 7. I don't know how important it should be, but... How are we doing with temperature down here? Still hot. Still hot as shit. So you know what? I think we will. We think we will go ahead and put the batteries down here. Let's do that. Do we have big batteries yet? We do have big batteries. Okay, so we can make some pretty sexy big batteries and put them right next to the wheezeworts. Like that. It's gonna get hot. Or it's gonna get cold, rather, when they're building those things. We will also have to tile it off. Ooh, you know what? No, we don't have to tile it off. I'm just not gonna worry about it. I'm actually gonna put in some heavy watt wire. Because we're stepping up our game a little bit and just gonna go. I hope that the wire going through the wheezewort doesn't matter. I hope the wheezewort won't mind. We can only hope. Yeah, see, we have no power anymore. Building disabled because it's 126 fucking degrees. 126 fucking degrees, my... That's bads. You know what? Prioritize that back down to a 5. Because this guy, when he keeps pooping out slime, everyone's gonna be like, oh wait, this is the 7, it's more prioritized. So if they're down here building, you know, halfway through a battery, they're just gonna stop, go all the way back up here, pick up the slime, dump it in there, and then, you know, never ending. Never ending story. It was good though to get it away from the door. For the time being. We're fine. We're good. Things are happening. These wheezeworts should do their job. Okay, what are we complaining about right now? Vitals. Whatever name is the highest right now, and what is her deal? Interrupted sleep. That'll do the trick. That'll do this trick. The steady rise to insanity by not getting enough sleep. I think we've all experienced that at some point. At some point, we should upgrade all the wire to heavy watt, Because I heard that even if you have heavy watt handling the spots that have the most load on them, because it's like 1,000, I think is the cutoff point. Even if you have 1,500 on the heavy watt wire, and then you have like one little strand like this guy of normal wire that goes up here, that it's only got 120 volts on it because of the supercomputer, the normal wire can still break, which I guess, you know, maybe possibly makes sense because of like, you know, the voltage is going to be the same on a wire that's connected, but you know, the wattage, the amperage should not be the same. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I might not even have any idea what I'm talking about. I went to school for this shit, and I'm not sure if I know what I'm talking about. So don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. A new dupe is ready already. Okay, see, he moved over. He moved over. And actually, we should start sweeping up this shit, though, so it stops making this more polluted. I'm almost even tempted to put a door in here so he stops getting into this area. The appropriate way to make this a clean area, a clean zone, would be to put water on the bottom, get him over here into this, and then close him into the area so that he keeps sucking up the polluted oxygen and spitting the slime into a water pool, which it then does not contaminate the air when it's underneath. See, these things are not pumping out. It says emitting polluted oxygen at 0. There we go. That's my proof, I think. Maybe. I read it on the internet, so it must be true, right? See, this one actually is emitting polluted at 42.5 grams per second. I almost want to say gallons, but that doesn't even make sense. We're over our 30-minute time limit, but I don't want to stop. And you don't want me to stop either. Don't even lie to me, you guys. You don't want me to stop. You want me to keep going. I know you do. Yeah, see, our CO2 is just taking over here. It's just taking over. What do we do about that? I don't know. We get an air scrubber, but that takes water. The air scrubber does. Have we researched the air scrubber? Where is the air scrubber? It's all the way over here. It filters carbon dioxide and removes it from the air, but it takes in water. Does it pump out water? Does it pump out contaminated water? What does it do? What are the inputs and outputs of that thing? Does it consume water? Because we don't want our water supply to go away. We like our water supply. We're gonna need that for oxygen. Actually, not very soon, since we just hit 10,000 algae. Our algae is just ever rising. So that's a good thing, but I did want to go ahead and chop down this area and make this just a big polluted fest over here. So let's start with that. Start on that. I think that's high enough. Start this up. Like that. Well, actually, you know what? Before you do that, let's dig this down and out even bigger so that we have more room for that shit to go. Because I'm gonna connect these two pools, honestly. You will have to make a ladder down. Out of a sandstone. Please. You guys, you're killing me. And eventually, I think we should start trying to filter out this polluted water and bring it back here into our normal water supply. But like I said, if we get too much water in here and it busts through and then it all gets down in here and freezes and, you know, overloads all the stuff and floods everything, we're doomed. That would be doom scenario. So maybe we make a different water tank right here where it can handle it. Water tank and CO2 area. That might be our next goal, is to dig down underneath this thing and clear this all out. I think it'd be smart. The sheer amount of algae in this area, though, is fantastic. It's just like right here, but it's still a lot. And where else are we gonna be going for algae? If the algae keeps lasting, oh, this chunk right here is just sexy. Oh yeah, if we keep our algae going, our oxygen will be just fine. We'll be able to put off using electrolyzers to convert our water. But the poor thing about that is that our electrolyzers are going to be creating the hydrogen, which we want to power all the rest of the shit. So we might have to switch to coal first. That'll be our goal, I think. Coal first. And by that point in time, after the coal is all gone, we'll be using our water for oxygen, most likely, and pumping out hydrogen gas for power at that point. So that's our goal. But we are ever producing coal still by the hatches, and 4 hatches I think is going to be really significant. You know, I've seen people say that you can do it off 1 hatch. Well, we got 4, so that's good. But we only have one puff. We only have 1 Mortimer, so that's a little sad. I'm gonna stop here, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series. I'm looking forward to where we're gonna go. I wish we could get further and further every episode, but damn, this game takes a lot of time, and I'm struggling. Every single time I run into a problem like this, it's gonna take another episode to even fix it, so hope you guys bear with me. Like I said, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. See you guys.